Yo, peace, Pirate Radio, episode 19. Yo, that just sounded like a rhyme. I didn't want to make a rhyme, by the way. I was thinking about it already while I was saying it. I was like, oh, this shit's gonna rhyme, and I'm gonna sound like I fucking broke that shit down to sound cool. Nah, but, hold up. You know what I gotta do? That's I was like, yo. Literally, as I was saying that, I was like, oh, this shit sounds fucking corny as hell. Because I knew it was gonna fucking run. But fuck it. I mean, episode 19. I remember one day I was chilling with one of my friends that rap. And his cousin was there. And, you know, I guess his cousin, like, listens to more of the music that the hip hop of now. And old school shit, too. But, you know, my friend, he's really dope at rhyming, especially freestyling, like really, really off the top. You know what I'm saying? Like, you give him words and he's there, like, it's like when somebody's juggling for like 13 minutes, nonstop, going at it. Really dope rapper, Benjamin P. And I don't know if I should have just named it because I was going to say this thing about his cousin, but it's nothing crazy though. But it was just like, I was surprised that he was surprised that, you know, that I could freestyle off the top, and I can't. But it's just like it's me and my friends back in the days been doing this for so much. Everywhere I went, actually, even when I was living in Florida, and you know, so it was like it's like a muscle memory. So I'm gonna say stupid shit, probably gay slurs, homophobic shit, homo shit. You know, because you're just going off the top, and this, to me, it's just like Tetris. And when the longer you going, especially if you saying like hot shit, that's when it's like the building blocks of like, the blocks of like Tetris is when it goes faster, because you're like, oh shit, this shit is making sense. And everybody's like, yo. No wonder like these people they be losing track, and they be like, I said, hey yo, hold on, and there's nobody holding them up. They just gotta retreat. But he freestyled, but he was surprised that I was freestyling. Of course, my friend freestyling crazy, but he was surprised that I was freestyling. I was like, damn, I'm usually the wackest one when I'm freestyling with my other homeboys. You feel me? And I don't know if now like rappers, if they choose to freestyle off the top, because that's too much. That's hard. Like the way. Hold on, let me take the sip, man. Shit, you know how I do. The way like white people study hip hop on some like poetry and shit, that's why we need white people. You know what I'm saying? I talk shit about white people, but hey, we in America, and especially right now, we gotta come together right now, because I need to wake up. But hey, at least New York is waking up. When that is happening, that's when I'm like, oh, okay. It's so weird that it feels like a movie. I ain't gonna lie. Like, I feel like they just using like actors, because nigga, everybody's in their house. Nobody gonna be doing this shit. And I don't know, you know, I don't know what website or Facebook, I guess, you know, that. And even if I knew ahead of time there was gonna be a protest like in New York or whatever, I won't go. Just as I did with the Black Lives Matter, I won't go, because you never know what the fuck happens. Just to make a point, a political point, you never know what can pop off there. And because it was set off by somebody behind the curtain, you never know. So I don't, you know, I just happy that I'm seeing it. At the end of the day, if shit gets fucking reckless and we have to pick up our knives and fight, I don't know what the fuck, but like, who knows? China probably has like Star Wars drones. Like the ones, because listen, like, you gotta, like, Star Wars is beautifully written. You could tell, like, the subjects here, I'm not gonna say it now, but because even when, you know, obviously every movie starts with a galaxy long ago, whatever, in a far galaxy long ago, and we're watching it now, well, from the 70s on. But when they did the episodes like 1, 2, and 3, because they first did in the 70s 4, 5, 6, and you know, and then in the 2000s they did 1, 2, 3, and in the first or the second movie, you know, obviously now this is when Anakin Anakin Skywalker is young, or like late teens, and they had droids that it's like we will be like going like, oh shit, now you feel me? Because they talk, but you could tell like it's to them it's still back in the days, even though to us it's like the future, but to them it's back in the days because to them it's like late technology at the time, because they were easily confused, the robots, because they were just AI, fully functioning and just soldiers. You didn't need people to fight no more. That was the Republic, and the Republic got taken over by the Senator. Pretty ironic, but it has to do with politics. That's the other side of Star Wars, that it was more 1, 2, 3, and 4, 5, 6 was just like action, right? And that's why in the beginning, I guess the 1, 2, 3 ones were like 1 through 3, I guess. I'm saying it crossed, but people probably didn't like him that much. I fuck with it, especially episode 3 when Vader, whatever. But back to the white people thing, they treat hip hop like poetry. So imagine basically rhyming off the top. It's like literally writing a poetry, especially if it makes sense. But it's literally writing a poetry in real time, So that's talent. Like, and in school, I don't know if school's like that now, but back in the days in school, shit, somebody do the beat and you just freestyle and everybody take turns. Fuck it. Especially if you fucking buying 40s when you're a young teenager. There was no internet back then. You can tell I'm gonna be in that, like, our generation gonna be famous for like, yo, can you believe he was born before the internet? That's gonna be like I always thought about that, especially when the internet came out, because I knew already, I was like, yeah, this is a game changer. That's why I always be saying, like, they should have never gave us like Dave Chappelle, they should have never gave you niggas money. But to me, I see it like they should have never gave us fucking internet. Look, they trying to control it everywhere. Yeah, you can tell this is when I get into the politics. A little 4D, how you say it? Fourth wall break. I be fucking cutting on myself too. This is funny. It's just like I don't want to be the typical podcaster. It's so weird that I even want to keep the name radio, because radio is dead. You could tell like the only radio stations that are still up and running is just like the payola ones. I mean, maybe not obviously, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like, this is wherever you hear the same music. Whenever you hear music that they're not playing, you either in another country, totally different state, I guess, or just, and it's true, because I forgot where I heard it from. Basically, it was saying like, payola is in nowadays is basically called promotion, and that's very true. Don't you see that when they were having that talk, like when a lot of people was like, oh my god, Drake, like not this album. I was not expecting that. Do I like the album? Even though I talked about it way before, but going back to it, do I like the album? It's a typical Drake album to me. I found it weird that people didn't like it. Like, I was like, yo, did Kanye fucking had a connect in Google or some shit, like fuck with algorithms? But we wasn't expecting this from Kanye, and we wasn't expecting this from Drake either. And it was more positive for Kanye in a way, by people that was like saying that, Kanye fell off with Jesus is King. So, and it's funny because I go to Pitchfork, and you can tell when Kanye was hot, Pitchfork would just automatically get. Well, Kanye did had, like, I guess at that time he was too hot in music, but Pitchfork gave Donda a 6, and you would think like, all right, cool, promotion, like, or whatever. So, Drake is the one that is now. They gave his shit a 6.6. That's when I was like, if you're gonna do that, just put Donda better, nigga, because you too scared to fucking look like a dick rider, and just because it's gonna look bad on Drake. It isn't a weird way that looks bad on Drake when you gotta see people like kind of faking it because they love you and they really want that interview. That's fake, So that's why in a way YouTube is, which I'm gonna get to YouTube, I guess, in a few, with their banning and shit. But that's why YouTube in a way is a good tool, because I would not Back in the days, people used to fucking have magazine subscriptions and all that. Me too. I used to buy mad magazines. That was the internet to us, you know. And you could just see now, like, oh my god, I could just tell all those album reviews, like 5 mics in the source. To get 5 mics was crazy. And then the nigga who kind of owned the source, Benzino, he gave his own album 5 mics. And no disrespect, but we knew that Benzino wasn't 5 mic worthy, you know? Like Reasonable Doubt. But the Reasonable Doubt was like 4.5 mics. So it's just, you know, so it just tells us, like, everything comes to light. So it just tells us, like, yo, this can get finagled with. That's why, like, I see academics, grown ass, you know, just like me, but really going into, like, heavy with the numbers. I'm like, nigga, don't you know this is fake? Especially now, you don't see nobody buying CDs. Back in the days, you would be like, okay, nigga, I saw this dude drop the album and that shit, and I'm gonna have to buy it because I saw a huge fucking line. Unless they fucking paid those people to be in line and make it look crazy. See, I can just keep going, right? You always gotta have that in mind. These people will do anything. I mean, we heard about Def Jam. I keep saying this all the time, but, you know, whatever. In case, you know, people didn't hear. But Def Jam has been said allegedly buying like 200, like almost like 100,000 CDs and shit like that, because it was just budget or whatever. They just, to make it hot. You know, imagine now you just put fucking China has like phone farms, and they just and it automatically clicking through different shit to give it like spins, I guess, you know, and the music and shit like that. Come on now. That's why, in a way, like, I'm probably gonna sound crazy because I'm living in the present, I guess. But I don't have like crazy money on Bitcoin, nigga. Fuck out of here. Like, I understand this is backed by this, is backed by that, and somebody recently hacked it and he didn't even want to take the money. They gave him a job, DK. So who knows? Maybe it's legit, and it must be right. But I could easily see that shit being like a fluke, and it will be in the future. Like, yo, remember fucking Bitcoin? It will be that, like Zoom, when Zoom came out and then the iPod came out. Nah, but like, I don't know, man. It's weird. I just think about, like, listen, it's encryption, so maybe like I need to do my own research and not talk on my ass like that. But I know that the encryption is beast. But I mean, the reason why I do have hope for it is because, like, you could look what's going on now. This is Biden, and shit looking a little too fake, because now everything is turning on everybody now. Everybody on CNN getting caught. Don Lemon getting caught. DK he used to, I guess DK allegedly, the guy that DK came out against him, it was DK because, you know, he's gay, obviously. So he was DK like touching his like penis area or whatever, and going like putting it to the other dude's like nose, like tapping the nose for him to like forcefully smell it and shit. I was like, yo. But it's funny how it comes out now, right? Like, just when like the pendulum, I guess that's the right word, when it swing the other way now. That's what it feels like. So at the end of the day, like, this is why I always listen to Trump. Even if he says shit that I disagree with, I always will listen, because he be dropping shit to like that little by little. It's like, oh shit, is it coming true? Like, tricky, like lawyer talk shit. Like, obviously trained nigga, like, he must be like inside the CIA or some shit. If CIA is going, not CIA, but the CIA, I heard, is just like wilding. But like some deep like pro-American shit, I guess, because we obviously see that there's a fight. We obviously see it. I'm surprised. Listen, no harm. Wish no harm. But I'm surprised that Trump never got like assassinated. Kennedy did. And remember when Madonna was like, he said some shit like on the day that Trump got elected, she was like, I be thinking about going to, like, you know, the WH place in DC, and you know what I'm saying, kabooming it up. I was like, you know, like, I don't even want to, like, it's so crazy for me, I don't even want to say it completely. I gotta talk that shit in code, because it was so reckless what she said. You know how it is, nigga. It would be doing that bit. FBI. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be knocking at the door. But she said that. Madonna said that shit. Like on a mic and all that on TV. And people was fucking riding her shit on Twitter. That's why it's to the point that I won't be surprised if like the people on Twitter with the blue checks, if they just like made up. I heard about people saying that, but you know, it's not like I digged into it, but will it surprise me? No, nigga, it won't. It won't. That's why, like, it's, in a weird way, it's like you seeing like Trump is like, yo, 2024. Even though I'm like, yo, nigga, it's 3 years. It's three years away. We gonna keep getting this shit right here. This shit right here ain't for my niggas for the streets. Swiss beats. Hell no, it ain't. Like, are you fucking kidding me? 3 more years of this bullshit. Can you believe, like, you could tell, like, kayfabe, and like, you know how I explain this every episode. Kayfabe is like wrestling terms for like, if I'm playing the game and Abdi could believe in voting, I voted. Fuck it. You know, if this is a simulation, fuck it. I'll play with it. But you know what I'm saying? Like, when I voted, I was like, yo, am I really gonna be that reckless? Cause you know how I am with Kanye. Like, that's my favorite artist. My favorite, you know. Well, first of all, it's merengue, 80s merengue. You know what I'm saying? Then Kanye, then hip hop. I mean, no, then Kanye, then hip hop. That's it. So with that, I'll let you know everything. And I still didn't vote for fucking Kanye, nigga. I didn't put that shit. We should have. We should have voted for Kanye. Can you believe that shit? At least you could probably control Kanye. Be like, yo, my nigga, come on, don't wild out or whatever. But yo, it's like, are you serious? Like, and then the fuck Joe Biden chants in like almost every stadium and shit. Yo, that shit's not looking good. And DK, the View. And listen, and my cousin explained it to me, like, he brought it up, and I was just like, yeah, you know, I seen the clips, the thumbnails and shit, but hold up, I'm taking a sip. Yeah, DK, yo, hold up, take a sip. Hold up, I'm gonna take a sip. You can tell, like, people who have like trouble like or learning English, you can't just be speaking too fast. Like, goddamn. But yeah, I forgot. Oh, so the View shit real quick. I didn't pay attention. I mean, I pay attention, but I was like, okay, I gotta just look into it, whatever. But I saw the clip that they pulled them off, and they seemed surprised. But I didn't know that one of them was gonna kind of grill Kamala Harris. I didn't know that. I thought, like, the View, because everybody there fucking bow down when they come to your town, like the West Side Connection. I know, like, it sounds corny, people, but these are really, like, you could Google these jokes. Nah, but anyways, and this is what, like, I have problem. By the way, you can tell I gotta just go. You can tell, like, I can't have a radio station be like, you go to commercials, motherfucker, and I'm like, no commercials unless I got a sponsor. But this is part of, like, the podcast shit that I was uncomfortable, because, like, I know I'm gonna make jokes to myself, but knowing that there's nobody here, it's funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, obviously people here. At least I got like 6 views the last episode. You could tell there was just like Chinese fucking cell phone farms and shit that just click on every video to keep shit active, I guess. Cause I already see it. Like, when I upload, it says demonetized because I say cursing. I talk about the syringe, and fuck it. Let me just damn. See, I can't say fuck it. I gotta go back to the door. See, at least I remember the View shit. She was gonna get grilled, Kamala Harris. So they pulled the fucking ultimate audible, and then my cousin was like, yeah, because they don't want to speak, they don't want to like do interviews and shit. And I was like, yo, really, my nigga? Like, and it obviously seems like it, but I still in awe. Like, not even the View is like, you could tell, like, after the Afghanistan shit, it was beast. It's just sad that whatever's happening right now, if it's like America gonna become like, oh, the Avengers again, and this is why America rocks, because look what we did in 2021 or in 2024 or whatever. But people died. Like in Afghanistan, people right now still there. Like, what the fuck is going on? And then they do the little fucking Haiti shit. Like, where these people came from? They were saying, yo, they got brand new clothes. How the fuck? Who knows, right? Who knows how that's going? But it's like, yo, it's like they did that to Trump, and now they're doing it to Biden. It's like a test. And it's like they're playing with people's lives. You know what I'm saying? And I was listening to the Hotep podcast, the Hotep's Been Told You show. And it's funny because they mentioned, they were like, yo, they got, what the hell? Like, let off white man from Haiti. Like, god damn. They hit him with the weather machine. And I do agree with that shit. Shit. Because I'm Dominican, I know. But, and even if I said this before, hey, Eddie, I'm rhyming. But it's like, damn, how come DR never really gets, you know what I'm saying? It's always good over there. That's where the white people be going on some fucking, the Squid Game shit. That's where they go with their mask over there and just like probably fuck young people. Who knows? Allegedly, who knows? But these white people love DR a little too much. I mean, it is close. You know what I'm saying? Tourism and shit. That's why when white people be dining over there on some tourism shit, it's like that shit gotta stop. Like even the criminals like, yo, let's stop, because they know like it's crazy money moving around. But you know, but then Haiti looks beautiful. This spot, there's like, you know, water like crossing and on the dirt and shit, and that shit's crystal clear. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just surprised how they can't, like, I don't know, like maybe like why? How come they cannot make money off, like, I guess tobacco also? Like, you know, it's DR. Like, what happened to the soil? Did they fucking ripped out the whole fucking left land and put like dynamites inside and just put it back over like a carpet? What the fuck happened? Why can't they make like tobacco or corn or some shit? I saw a fucking a video, because now people, you know, being a little bold and shit. You can tell that they gotta buy they gotta get a kind of big camera so people can get the hint, like, oh, you got a camera, chill. But there's a dude that went to Haiti and I guess, like, I don't know if the correct word to say is a slum. I don't want to really like fucking proofread what I'm gonna say anyways, but I don't know. It's just like a really bad neighborhood, but it looks nice. You know what I'm saying? But I say it looks nice because it looks tropical, but it's not nice to them, I'm sure. But there's like, you know, one road, not even no lines, no nothing, really like short, like less than 10 feet wide. And people just walk with like donkeys or just with like a little ass motorcycle and shit. And like further down, you see like the smallest store. And a little bit further down, no lights, by the way, and, that I know of. I don't think there's lights. Probably like a few and shit, but you know, everybody walking over there with on chanclas. So I'm letting you know this is what I'm talking about, like that type of shit. Like, now I'm talking about streets and shit. And you know, he was with the camera and shit, and then you keep going and there's like a little bank. And it's like, yo, this is crazy. You can tell if somebody finds $20 there, nigga, watch out now. Nigga, get money. They're gonna go fucking eat salmon and all that shit, nigga. Well, $20 over there is beast. It's like if we found $100, I think, here. Cause you know what, $100, be like, yo, alright, I'm gonna go to that restaurant and I'm gonna just say numbers. I'm not even gonna be like, ¿cuánto es? Like, no, I'm gonna just pass him that bill. You know what I'm saying? Like, that type of confident shit. Cause yo, it's like crazy. Like, it looks dangerous too. Like, oh man, that's why I'm like, as I got older, I had to appreciate I live in America. I have to. Just yesterday I was watching the a kind of recent documentary on how America formed and shit. It was a rebellious country. They were selling tobacco all up, through slaves, also slave work. That's why I agree with that fucking I would say revelations. I agree with that fucking reparation shit, man. Come on, man, that's too much work for free. And that's what made America hot, to the point that they knew they were selling tobacco like through Jamestown and shit, when the fucking Plymouth and joined gangs with the Indians and take over other Indians, nigga. That's how it got. It wasn't because the only white people came here with muskets and shot everybody down. Yeah, they came with that fucking virus and shit, but they were the first ones to bring coronavirus over here. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it went down. It wasn't all peaches and cream. There was really a rebellious shit. Like, a tribe was like, all right, we ain't gonna fuck y'all up right now. We can OD on y'all anytime and fucking scalp y'all niggas, but give us one of those fucking muskets, nigga, and I'm gonna show you we can take over some other motherfucker that was fucking with us. That's how it was. These white motherfuckers that came, the settlers or whatever, they knew that if Spain knows that they fucking growing tobacco, that's all their area. Like, no, not all their area, but that trade is them. That's their shit. It's like if you going like, alright, I'm not gonna go to y'all block and sell y'all shit, but I'm gonna go to a 16 blocks down and sell it. And you know, it's probably just a matter of time when they find out, they'll be like, oh, and you're making a lot of money now, nigga. You know, that's illegal. That's punishable by death, they said. According to, and it was like it wasn't like a chimichurri fucking channel. It was like one of these fucking cable channels that they have in YouTube. Rebellious as fuck. And then fucking black people joined. And that's why it kind of clicked, and I was like, okay, that's why probably Northeast was like, obviously everybody could still be like a racist even up north, you know, like just go to Jersey. From what I heard, but and listen, I don't have a problem with that. At the same, just don't fucking kill me and don't take away opportunities, because at the end of the day, if I was white, I'm riding with my white niggas, like simple as that. Now I'm Dominican, I ride with my Dominicans and blacks. Especially that we came from the struggle. Like it's a different kind of balance also. But anyways, just going back. But it kind of basically clicked when I was like, all right, this is why it was less racist a little bit though in Northeast. Because when the fucking British came, it was a fucking top dog army. When they were coming, it was gonna be curtains for everybody over there. Or I mean over here in America. What was colonies, you know, they were setting up colonies. And black people had to join in it too, because what they're gonna do? They're gonna die. And I guess maybe that helped because, you know, you could tell they probably were slaves in the Northeast, but I don't know. Maybe at the same time, I don't know, because at the same time also, like this is according to a video game, but a Viking game, right? And there was black people in that time, and the Vikings used to come to the top of Canada, Turtle Island or whatever they used to call it, or some shit like that. I think, but maybe I got that wrong. But you know, Vikings was out there, white Vikings and black Vikings. The original mariners, DK allegedly were black, and that explains that maybe people didn't really came through the Bering Strait of like Russia through Alaska. No, people probably came in boats already. Somebody must have fucking almost died, drank salt water until they couldn't or whatever, or what was with a stick and tried to fucking fish or something and kept eating like raw fish and got to fucking America. And they were like, oh, what the fuck, I see land, and you know, maybe they saw a river. Who knows? That must have happened though. Somebody must have took a shortcut. And they were basically they say allegedly, and that everything's alleged, you could tell. But they said that there was people that they knew even a direct route, like a highway route from the old world, which was like, you know, Africa, Europe, all that side, to the new world, which was here, the Western, you know, America. But I guess South America, maybe from Africa, like there was like the wind route will help your boat go super fast. Who knows? Something like that. Or coming back, like because of the currents or the wind, I don't know. But eventually people fucking, you know, mastered their shit, especially when compasses came out. But that was way after, I think, when compass came out, I think. Or I think it was done really early, before Columbus. I don't know. See, but different shit like that. It's just the history that they give us. There was no internet. There was no fucking photos. So, you know, it was just like, okay, who's the first one? Oh yeah, nah, but that motherfucker, he's a treasonous because he gave information. So we give him props. He's good at that, but we can't represent his name, nigga. We're gonna use this guy right here. Use his name. He's a good sailor. Let's use him. He was the first one. They create story and then they pass it down. Decades later, not decades later, but centuries later, we still believe that shit. Now, was there an Alexander the Great? Yeah, because I guess there's like a lot of fucking evidence for that. I mean, especially when like he went through Egypt and everybody like laid down. I spoke about that definitely last episode. 29 minutes and I didn't even got into that subject, you heard? Well, I did, and kind of some of them, but anyways, I appreciate America, yada yada yada. But here's the thing, like now is we all feeling the temperature. It's like if that episode of the Twilight Zone, great episode by the way, when the sun was getting closer and everybody was fucking sweating bullets and it was making people desperate and shit. That's it. That sun is right there, nigga. It's in Decatur. It's right around the corner, nigga. What the fuck? Like, you know, the heat is on. And you could tell it's getting closer and closer because, like, with the YouTube shit, it was like, now even if you mention vaccines, my channel is like little, whatever. But if you have like a little bit of followers, you can tell they tracking like, yo, you making money out of this shit. As soon as you mention like the jab, even that word I heard, but vaccine, like teen, and if you're spreading like the wrong things about it, like basically AKA what doesn't align with them, then they could just take off your channel, shit like that. Who would have ever thought that would happen? Who would have ever thought that would happen? Hold on, let me turn on the AC. I would have paused, but fuck it. We're going live. Fuck it, we're going live. But yeah, man, YouTube is wildin'. Who would have ever fucking thought, man? And that's why, like, little by little now, when they posing shit up, when they posing like crazy rules, and you speak out and shit, and they see people together, they be like, okay, they back off. That's the fucking answer. Just imagine what else we can implement that. We ruled the country, man. And this is why in a way, I'm sorry, but this is probably needed because it woke up a lot of people. It woke up me, obviously, with 9/11. So it's like, damn, was it good that happened? So because it cracked the ceiling for us in a way, you know. And they did a couple things before, like a couple tragedies before. Martin Luther King, JFK, even their own white people, they would do it. That's why, like, in a way, you can't get caught up with the like, oh, black only, black and Hispanic only. Like, no, hold up, nigga. When shit gets cracking, we don't want that shit. We don't want this shit to be like a fucking Afghanistan and shit, where it's like a fucking what's that movie? That desert movie of road. What is it called? Max Fury. I forgot. Max Fury, something like that. Mad Max. Like some Mad Max shit. Like everything looks like fucking Arizona and shit, and you gotta fucking have gangs because y'all fight for water or some shit. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Hell no, nigga. I don't want that shit to happen here. Fuck it. Then when everything gets settled, us and white people, we gotta settle the differences also. Reparations, nigga. I'm not gonna get none of that. If anything, DR, we gotta holla at Spain, Haiti, France. You know what I'm saying? And whoever. But Americans here, the black Americans here, so-called black, because, you know, at the end of the day, black is just a color. But anyway, I'm not gonna go that deep. But you know what I'm saying? Hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Hell fucking yeah. But they know that they do that, they know that people gonna have money now. But at the same time, it's like, nigga, give us the credits. Not us, but you know what I'm saying. The people that if they could trace whatever, cause they're not, and then how we gonna figure out we could trace? But fuck it, y'all send so much money to Israel. I'd have fucking knock out a little fucking $5 billion and give everybody, I guess, like fucking 100K. I don't know what the fuck, nigga. Do something. Do something. Y'all spend that money. Don't come with that shit. Look at all this fucking. Y'all could easily say, yo, we're gonna do a fundraiser of the top companies and put money in the pot. And you're gonna look a little bit stupid if you put like $1 million. Like, you know, just like that ego American shit. So people, probably billionaires, trillionaires, are probably gonna put money in it. We're gonna ask Europe too if they want to help. We could just make it awesome, like some telethon shit. You could tell they do it for whatever they need to, but not that real shit. That's why I speak out on that shit, because that's bullshit. Don't come with that. Not America. And that's the same thing that goes to like the homeless. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's homeless. Only thing they have to do is, okay, look how quickly, easily people in the nursing shit. One of the topics, obviously, but the nursing shit, they lost their jobs. Are you fucking kidding me? And you would think they'd be like, oh, our favorite heroes when we was banging pots and shit at around 7 p.m. back last year, the heroes, and now look, they lost their job. They worked mad hard for their fucking license or whatever. You telling me that now they're gonna have to fucking get a job like the people that didn't have fucking, like, didn't go to school and shit, that paid money? They in debt. They probably paying the debt. And because y'all want to fuck around and politicize some shit that came from China, y'all telling us that we can't speak on China like that. What? And now they lost their jobs? That's the ultimate smack in the face. You can tell, like, whoever goes for Biden now, he's gotta like laugh and pray. You know, the people who were talking shit about Trump and now they realize that how bad Biden is. You know, now they just like probably like saying like, yo, I never really fucked with Biden, nigga. You know what I'm saying? They have to. What you gonna do? Say what you gonna say now? But that's why I feel like, it's just like a fucking movie. Only in movies you see this shit like that. That's why, like, out of all the shows, this shit that's going on here and around the world, unfortunately, is the greatest fucking series on now. Squid Game, fuck that shit. And by the way, I saw it, and it is a little addicting because obviously when you put people in masks, you want to see what the fuck it was behind. And I don't know if this is a curse, but I kind of picked up on like how the ending was probably gonna be. It's Korean, so they probably like they gotta, I don't know. But to me, I enjoyed it because even though there's a lot of fucking guts here and there and shit, I was like, ugh. But because if you're a fan of like Saw mixed with Black Mirror, hey, boom. See, I don't want to just say that and make it look like that, like a fucking cheeseburger. Here it goes, sloppy Joe. Here it goes, like not like that. I'm sure you can go to YouTube and people are gonna break it down and make you think this is a masterpiece. But in layman's terms, that's what it was. At least it was no super hyped up shit, and it was like shit, and I was like, okay, like no, they just trying to praise like these fucking directors or some shit, but it was entertaining. I say that. But that, by the way, that just shows you like, nigga, obviously with that money gonna come torture. People like that get fucking suicidal or some shit. Think about it's like people with PTSD or like whatever you call that shit. When you come from war and shit, and if you're not gonna be wilding out, okay, but how about the nightmares and waking up? Like that's traumatic. Like, but it's movies. You gotta enjoy it. I don't be one of those that be like, oh, that will never happen. Like that's a little annoying when people be like, huh, man, look at that movie. That is fake. Oh, good catch, fucking bozo. It's like when I see fucking well, I'm gonna get to my nerd shit, but it's like when I see wrestling at every post. Like I understand this ESPN and this sports, but okay, so what? They cut a deal, nigga. If that was your uncle, you would have been happy for them cutting a deal and showing that shit on ESPN. That's how I think about shit. You know what I'm saying? But they make a post. Oh, wrestling is fake. Duh, nigga. Duh. Tell that to your girl that be watching fucking Love and Hip Hop. Tell her that shit's fake too. But you be there, ooh, oh baby, oh, is that the one that slept? Like, and listen, I ain't gonna fucking front. Like, if Shorty wants to see that shit, alright. But fucking know what you're watching, and before you talking, everything is fucking feels like it's fucking fake TV. The news is fucking fake. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what else you need from that? Not all, obviously, but this is why we need the YouTube, and then YouTube be on this bullshit. Cause follow the money, But that new mayor from fucking New York, you would think, oh shit, Cuomo's out, but this girl's running the same playbook. It's just she's a female. And New York is at this point right now. They probably gonna tell her, yo, shut the fuck up. New Yorkers are pissed. Like, it's just there never was something really, 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 really at this amount that shook everybody, woke everybody. Everybody you speak to, well, I ain't gonna say the vaccine. I just put it like this. When I say the software update, yo, you got your software update yet? The software update for the simulation to cloud your fucking memory. And no, I'm not gonna say it. Listen, I know people that took it, and hopefully they good. Hopefully I'm good. It's just like, yo, I'm not gonna bow down that fast. God damn. You can tell like if like whatever they release or something comes in and hits me hard because I ain't took the vaccine, the natural immunization or what don't work or whatever, I'll be in heaven fighting I'll be in heaven fighting it like it's a fucking parking ticket. When you go fight it, Like, mira, Judge, I was not here. I was here. Mira right there. Mira right there. Look, mira la esquina. You know, shit like that. But I'll be like, God damn, it's just they were so sloppy with. They was just, I'll be up there and having, hopefully, I'll be arguing like a fucking like a baseball player calling up balls and strikes and shit. I'm like, it was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'll be like, yo, look how sloppy it was. You know, how do you expect me to take some shit like that? Fool me, nigga. Goddamn. Then you fooling fucking people that went to college. So like, what the hell? And college professors of the top colleges. What the hell is going on? It feels like the Twilight Zone. It does. But this time it's like level 1000 now. But you playing with fucking people's livelihood. You know what these white people they be doing when their jobs don't go that well. You know what that happens. A little more, you know, suicide shit gonna be going on. You know what happened in the Great Depression? Niggas will throw himself in the fucking train. And you know, I look at that. There's people that be looking at that shit weak. I'm not gonna fucking sugarcoat shit. Me, half and half, cause you know every situation is different. You know, not everybody could probably just deal with shit. And who am I? Maybe what if something fucking lands on me that is hard, so hard? You know, you just never. The mind is so fucking weird, and you know, in a way, scary. You know, that's why, you know, praise the Most High, and you know, like the Bible brings some easy times like this. You know what I'm saying? But you need a strong mind for what's going on now. It's just like a Twilight Zone. I forgot the point I was gonna make, but I'm just gonna keep going. But you know what I'm saying? People like, oh, the 1920 shit. Yo, people, the stock went down. People were fucking earthing themselves and their kids. They never felt. Okay, this is what I was gonna say. Sometimes people will look at them like as weak because it's like at the same time. Listen, if you too afraid to be fucking in the hood because the money ain't go, then nigga, life goes on. Life goes on. I'm sorry. Life is too precious for you to just earth yourself because of money situations. Fuck out of here, man. And this is why all these, like that song that Drake has, Pipe Down, all these fucking bitches gotta pipe down. And no disrespect when I said bitches because you know I'm from the BX. I had to just, it sounds hot when I roll it out like that. But come on, all these ladies, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta pipe down. Or that fucking, just because you see your favorite IG artist or fucking quote unquote influencer buy a fucking bag doesn't mean you gotta fucking go tell your man when you know your man hustling hard for food, nigga. Don't live that life. All that glitter ain't gold when it comes to these celebrities. They wish they had a life like you, because you can go to fucking Target and nobody gonna bother you, nigga. Imagine even basketball players. They can't go to Target. This nigga Giannis, that's another dude I was gonna talk about. Giannis, and they got the vaccine real fast. The fucking the software update, but who can blame him? He came from they were selling like fucking patalitos and fucking greets, nigga. They come here, nigga. This is fucking 42nd Street. Everywhere is America. You feel me? So of course he's gonna roll with the program, nigga. I don't blame him. I blame the niggas that been here and they know the history of America. Let's keep it real. You know what I'm saying? I forgot the point again. The podcast, the real name of the podcast is called, I forgot my point. That, by the way, that's a good fucking name. I'm a fucking, you could tell, if I had a lot of listeners right now, I would be like, fuck, I'm gonna cancel that shit and see if it's available, then do it, and then say it. But I'm only gonna get 3 views probably here. So, I forgot what I said. That's the podcast name then. I'm gonna have to change it. See, but I don't like changing shit. Like, I like pirate radio because the history of pirate radio, you know what I'm saying? But I forgot what I said is dope because I literally have sticky notes here of what I points that I should bring up. But it's just like a different story once that red light, that recording light is on, and we're going live. Fuck it, you know what I'm saying? When you there, like sometimes your brain could just fucking brain fart and shit. That's why like I have my little sippy sip and shit to, be a little loose and shit, because imagine this is like live and you just having a bad day and you're like and that's it, it's dead air. Word is, in the radio, that's the last thing they need, like dead air. Like they have something automated, when it's dead air, the DK automatically goes to music in case. That's how much they don't like dead air, I guess. And dead air is basically is like when just this happens. You see? You imagine somebody was scrolling like, what the fuck is wrong with this one? Nah, imagine. Hold on, let me take my sip though. This is a real fucking pause. That's a funny name for the podcast because literally I'm still holding on to the nurses shit. My bad, but I'm just that really fucking irks me, man. Can you believe that shit? Unfucking believable. Fucking Joe Rogan is fucking getting his fucking. You could tell like they can't cancel him, but because people like him too much. He like the Muhammad Ali in a way for white people. But you know, he saw that picture of Joe Biden, and it's purposely. It's like they take that little weird angle where you see that like everything was like a little stage and shit. And then he posted that, but he's going to Luham. He's going a little bit. Like the dude Eddie Bravo used to go to his show, and they used to have Fight Companion, which was like, you know, they were doing like podcasts while like a UFC fight was going, and they would talk about it. But it was always veer off into what we call quote unquote conspiracy theories because of Eddie Bravo. And I used to get mad at Joe Rogan in a way, like he'd be like, no, we don't want to talk about that. I'm like, God damn, nigga, relax. But now look, shit got, you know, when people got their backs against the wall, now I guess at least he ain't fucking, it doesn't seem like it that he's playing ball, but he's speaking now. And then you already know what comes with that. The fucking liberals are gonna come and attack him. Tu sabes? Yo, he had this dude called Bet David. I forgot the first name. But y'all must have seen his like thumbnails on YouTube. His logo is like a lion, and he just like he interviews like mobsters and shit, and he's a good interviewer. Patrick Bet David, that's what it is. And he's like, you go and you go in and you make money, and I'm gonna show you how to make money, and you're gonna make money. And he speaks like that. He's like an Indian dude, and he does have great videos. But he went to Joe Rogan, and I don't know if this was one of those podcasts that yo, I'm gonna come in, but I'm gonna really ask you questions because I'm gonna use the video too. I don't know if it was one of those. It was on Spotify. That's why I'm thinking like it's Joe Rogan's podcast, obviously. And this nigga was, it felt like if I was Joe Rogan, I felt like that nigga was like trying to pitch me like forks, like a deal. Like, you know, when like it felt like the podcast felt like somebody stopped you in 42nd Street and tried to sell you like their mixtape and shit. Now, I'm exaggerating, but it did feel like, Joe Rogan, how do you feel if, let's say, and by the way, nice painting. I saw the guy and then the guy that created that Martino, the artist. Yeah, the Martino's artist. Yeah, and I met him recently, 2 weeks ago, probably like 2 weeks ago. Great guy, you will love him. Every fucking story was like a great guy, you would love him. It felt like a fucking pitch. I got the script, you're gonna love it. The guy working here, brothers of this guy, you don't remember this guy. He was there with, that guy. You'll love him. You meet him, you'll love him. It's like, yo, this. And even Joe Rogan felt uncomfortable because he was like, he called him out on one thing that I was like, okay, Joe Rogan's a little irritated. Because listen, I've seen a lot of Joe Rogan episodes back in the days when I was at work, you know, boom, 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 boom. You're there all the time, and then, you know, you can listen to eventually headphones and shit. So you would put your headphones on and shit, but you know what I'm saying? Like you will catch on to his characteristics and what he calls out shit on, you know? So when somebody goes there and they just probably haven't done their research a lot on Joe Rogan, maybe like they caught fame now or whatever, or they just don't really pay attention to his episodes. And, you know, they won't know what causes Joe Rogan to like say something. You know what I'm saying? Like weird shit like that. When you hear him a lot, you will know what he will find funny. So this dude was like, but it was dope. They talked about shit. There was one yesterday. Today's Friday. There was one yesterday, I guess, that he spoke, and he, you know, I guess that's where the whole thing came out when he outed the Biden shit. But he was there with like an ex-military dude, and they talk about it. But that's what we need, more podcasts. Everybody, you know, obviously got a podcast, and you know, I did have one 4 years ago. This is like my first solo podcast or whatever. But at the end of the day, yeah, it might be like, podcast, everybody doing it. Yeah, but we are literally recording history for the future. Imagine somebody just listen. Imagine you can listen to a podcast. Let's say one dude said, yo, I'm living in the 1300s, but hey, I had this mic here from the fucking 2021, and I'm have this laptop. You know, I'm just exaggerating, making some shit up. But wouldn't you want to listen to somebody's podcast from Egypt? Obviously, they have papyruses or whatever that's just called, books. But imagine, like, you know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna happen eventually. Somebody from the year 7,000. Imagine we can. That's the good thing about being human, that we can imagine, like, yo, one day it might get to the year 7,000. Like, that's fucking crazy. That shit sound like a fucking, like a synthesizer. The Yamaha 7000. Like, we only use that shit like that. We throw that shit up. We throw that number around like that. Imagine the year 10,000, nigga. That's the beauty of you being human. You can if you bored, the first internet is your mind, obviously, and obviously we can get a lot of information from our mind the way we would make computers work. But the joy of fucking, like, yo, you imagine what technology they will have by the year 10,000. Imagine that fucking party, yo. Imagine that fucking party. 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year. And it's fucking, what, 5 fucking numbers? That's shit that we don't think about, but it's like, yo, that's where reality. Like, obviously, life's gonna keep going. We're gonna die. Unless they hope, I'm banking on they're gonna fucking create like a super fucking pill that shit gives you life. And at the end of the day, do you wanna live forever? Forever young. Do you wanna live forever? You know what I'm saying? This is the part where if I had a little better equipment, I would have just dropped that in there. Which I could know how to do it, but I'm too lazy to fucking go in and do that. You could tell, like, I don't want the shit to get famous. But if it does, I'm gonna have to just have a producer. Fuck it. And then, like, having different people speak on the, like, in a podcast. Sometimes, like, when you try to get to a point, they might not see the point, and it just confuses, like, the whole point of the argument you're trying to make. So I see why some people just have a solo podcast. It's just me. If at first it was like weird, like, I'm really talking about myself. But yeah, nigga, fuck it. We have technology, might as well use it. People in the fucking 1,000 years from now will love to hear what the fuck, especially now. This is ultimate history. Like, this surpassed 9/11. Like, at first I was like, yo, this is like 9/11, like, impact wise. This shit surpassed, no disrespect to 9/11, bro. I think about shit that I've been through in life, but when, you know, 9/11. And for the people who are turning 20 now, who was born in the year 2000, a year before 9/11, like my niece, or a year after, or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is crazy what's going on now, worldwide. And it came from China, and nobody's saying nothing because people scared of China. But Donald Trump wasn't. Kayfabe, DK. You know what I'm saying? On camera, he was looking like, yo, and he was making peace with North Korea. Now they're saying, yo, North Korea, that nigga's sending like mad bombs that are like failing, but it's almost touching an island. And it's just like, oh, here it goes. Here it goes. It's like, now I really do. And I'm saying it, but I'm really, tomorrow, I think I'm gonna have to just put a reminder. You actually know it's not hitting, but when I gotta put a reminder. But, you know, now I really think, like, yo, it's time to, it's like Resident Evil now. Like, keep all your items. Now we gotta buy water. Buy a big pack of water, canned food. You never know. Under this Biden shit, the way the shit he's getting away with, you never know. Yo, the power outage gets okay, or the internet outage gets okay. You never know. And I would never forget, because, you know, QAnon, people talk shit about it, but QAnon kind of spoke on yo, why you think Trump is doing that emergency broadcast that he tested on all of our phones and shit, when people would just make it fun of it, like, oh, how come Trump is texting me? Yeah, it became fun because, you know why? When y'all would go listen to fucking Jimmy Fallon or those dudes que estaban ya cogidos by the liberals, they would just come and make those jokes. Obviously, they compromise the comedians because they know that it works. It's like the music industry, it's like the Hollywood, it's like all that. Nah, come on, I'm dropping gems. I'm gonna have to fucking put ¿cómo se llama esa vaina? A Cash App, nigga. Cash App. Diesel 12, nigga. I think it's Diesel 12. Diesel 12, yeah. $ Diesel 12, nigga. Drop a real nigga some fucking feedback. You know what I mean? I meant money, nigga. Drop a nigga a little 20, nigga. I'm dropping gems. And this is why I also do it, because it's like, yo, hopefully my friends that, or if they listen to it, I'm just thinking that. But if shit gets further and further and more people listen to it, then okay, I guess. You know, I just don't want to be able to go to Target and nobody notice. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, the news ain't giving it up like this. I'm not trying to be a contrarian to everything, but yo, come on. We can at least admit something is going wrong in America. You know, when you see the liberals is joining with the fuck Bidens and maybe, you know, American flags. Remember the American flag was triggering. Now you see them shit in downtown New York in the little fucking protest shit that they're doing. Like, come on now, look what's happening to Australia. People getting shot with rubber bullets. Then they tell us here, yo, we taking your guns, and we're like, yeah, because you know, somebody shot up a school, so therefore that means that take our guns. Motherfucker, it was like that. We should have banned cars. Let me drink to that, and a burp to that. They got a burp. By the way, off topic, like I always do. This is channel that I it's mad dope on YouTube. It's just like a live feed of different places around the world, and you see like, damn, like, you know, right now it's like on Tallinn, Estonia. I think that's how you say it. It's called The World Live. I guess it's 6 in the morning over there, and you see like live feeds. Riga, Latvia. View from Radisson Blu Daugava Hotel. And they tell you the fucking weather. It was raining, shit like that. And it's just, and see right here, it shows Washington D.C., USA. You see the White House. You know, it's obviously dark time. 11:34 actually. That's how I'm doing this. So it's a live channel. You literally see if people's walking and shit. It's dope. And it's on YouTube. But this is all part of the, you know, technology, the internet. And you will think we far ahead, but here we are fucking up with vaccines, and some people dying, some people good. I don't want to take that risk, nigga. We all know at least that with the antibodies that we should have, when that shit hit me fucking hard, unless they fucking release some crazier shit and they be like, oh, you see, you should have took the vaccine, you dumbass. Listen, I don't put nothing past these people. That's what I'm saying. Like, damn, nigga, like the survival kit, water, canned food, all that shit. And this is shit that we heard about like 3-4 years ago. And I was like, okay, they were trying to just make money. No, nigga, now it's a reality. Now people who did cop that shit, now it's probably more money. Who knows? I gotta double check. But you never know. It's like the country's mad fragile. China can just come in right here and just be like, yo, whoever want to just denounce America and go with China, we give each American person that denounces America, we just give them 50,000 in their bank. Nigga, we will do it. God forbid he goes to 100K, nigga. Oh, nigga, I say wonton yang, nigga, fuck out of here. That's what I say. Real fast, nigga. I learned Chinese in 1 day, nigga. But see, that's why they got us so greedy with money. See, this is what happens. Now they want to be, you patriotic? Nigga, you wasn't patriotic to me before. Now you want to be patriotic, right? Because, yeah, nigga, the ass is on fire now, nigga. That's why. And this is why we, as American, I'm an American. I live here in America. I'm an adult. I pay my taxes. That's not right, mad Republican, right? No, that's being American. Republican for the Republic. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have the right to talk shit when we fucking up. We fucking up. Right here, we're too relaxed, and let's see on TV if it's happening. If not, I won't do it. Like me too. I'm saying this about myself. You know, when shit is really real, like back in the days when I saw like that documentary of America, it was niggas coming through the front lines. You had to fucking defend. You had to fight. You know, and you know that you can make mad money off this land some way, somehow, if you had the idea. That's here now, but at the same time, there's other countries preparing their people with love in a way, but hard love. Like, yo, we setting you up, no excuses. Here, it's like, yo, can you escape can you even escape your block? Because everybody's in poverty, and not poverty like DR. Duh, I get it. But to the point that I can't send my kid, nigga, to school because One of your fucking dumbass kids gonna be fucking influencing my kid to cut class and shit and be disrespectful to the teachers. We all been to school. We know what that is. You know what I'm saying? So that happens. What if this your son, your daughter's friend, her mom is on IG clapping it up, nigga, dando aplauso. You know, and then she tells your daughter, she, you know, her daughter sees that, and that daughter tells your daughter, come on, that daughter tells your daughter, that girl tells your daughter, and that's in the, you know, when we gonna be like, hey, you should not do that. You're gonna look like a fucking, you look like an 80-year-old now, because it's like that's the influence. We can all go back to me when I was rocking pink because of Cameron. That's the influence right there. But my shit was hot though. At least I had. I ain't gonna hold you. I went to the Airbus spot in Connecticut. And it sounds corny right now, so trust me. But whatever. Air Ones, jeans, pink do rag, white and pink Yankee hat. They got like fucking Daddy Yankee, nigga. And a Pink Panther Airbus shirt. And guess what Pink Panther had, nigga? You guessed it, the Rockefeller chain. That was huge, nigga. I know I sound crazy, but in high school, nigga, we was laying the law. Nah, imagine. Nah, but come on, we were little fresh niggas, yo. By the way, today's would have been the birthday of one of my late friends that passed away. I'm gonna just keep it with the nickname, funny nickname that we gave him, Lazy George. I think I still said the name. But I go by that. I could have just said the name, but I could both know. I'm talking about, this is a dude that he looked at mad skinny, you know, short. And Dominican, light-skinned Dominican. And this nigga had the deepest voice in high school. It's like he had a vocoder in his throat. Like, like a fucking pitch. Like, remember when, I was gonna say like Kane when he hold the shit on his throat, the little operating shit. But he had like a real deep Barry White type of, and you just like, you would never expect that he was really skinny, lanky. How you go, lanky? We used to call him, that was the name, the basketball player from the Pistons, Tyson Chandler. Nah, what was his name? Fuck, I forgot. One of our other friends like, yo, don't you look like this nigga? We were laughing shit, but anyways, this is his birthday. Happy birthday, Lazy George. He passed away, but I know he's up there laughing and shit. That's how I always be thinking about it. Like me and my friends, like one of my friends that passed away, you know what I'm saying, I be thinking about him like if we just chilling now, like, yo, you know, they just laughing. Like if they can really like touch back and we can't feel them or see them or whatever with family members and shit like that, I be thinking like, yo, they know me as a jokester, so they will probably just want me to hit them with some jokes, you know what I'm saying, or hear jokes. That's why like I have a different view like when it comes to like funerals and shit. I know, like, you know, you can tell like this is shit like when you get high, you be thinking like, damn, one day my parents is gonna die. And listen, you know, I can't understand for those whose parents already died, you know, rest in peace for your, you know, for loved ones. But now I'm in that position like, okay, you know, we're getting older. Like when it's time for my mom to like kind of really stop driving because like she don't have it anymore, oh, that's gonna hurt. But you know, like, hey, I'm bracing myself, you know. I can't say that to them. But you know, as an adult, it's like shit that you think about. You know, as a kid, you be freaked out, but like, damn, we died? Hold on, what the fuck is this then? You know, but I know that by hopefully, if I reach like age 80 and shit, like my grandfather, 90, by that time, I probably want to be out. Like the Squid Game shit, that old dude. But he was wilding because he wanted that for fucking pleasure. You know, let me not just give it up like that. Hopefully, I saw that shit already, but fuck it. But you know, it's just like that weird sadistic pleasure and shit when you want to be old, you want to be living again. Like, nah, nigga, probably by that time, yeah. But at the same time, though, hold up. Probably by the time we like 80 whatever years old, our generation, we're gonna have so much probably dope shit in the future. You could tell, like, if you look like the switch frame, the switch scene, like in Fresh Prince, or Saved by the Bell, when it goes, I'm pretty sure when I be 60, I'm gonna be a cool person. It goes, dun, dun, dun. Then you see like the picture of them like old and shit and being the total opposite. Well, that dun, dun, dun will probably be like, yo, we still got the same ass technology. Like the iPhone still has a notch. And I imagine Nah, but by the time I'm 80, hopefully this technology that will be like, damn, being old at this time at least is better. It's gonna be better for our parents. Like, you see how our parents be on their phones and shit, texting more and shit. My mom, I think, got a TikTok. I said, motherfucker, for real. I don't have none of that shit, man. I dropped Facebook a while ago. YouTube, I'm not YouTube. No, I already have YouTube, but Instagram, I try to keep it as private as possible. At the same time, I'm trying to make money out of it. But at the same time, when I make it look like a collage, you know what I'm saying? We leaving our footprints here. Why not? I could be posting every day. We all want to post every day, but we got to control it a little bit. That's why it's good that I just have my little schedules and shit when I release shit. You feel me? I'm about to say, I was drinking this shit and it's a clear cup. I'm like, damn, did I feel something coming? Like, what the fuck? But, oh, by the way, now that I'm seeing the topic, do you know that somebody, Dike, hold up, Dike came out and said, Dike, yo, que Dike, like Will Chamberlain, you know what I'm saying? Me too and shit. I was a victim. I'm like, no way. No way, Yahweh. Nah. No way. This month, then Will Chamberlain died in the 80s. You could tell a lot more that. And that's the weird shit about these fucking little like things. I understand that's important. But come on, my nigga. Come on. Like, it's weird because it's like, yo, imagine that's like, okay, R. Kelly, he did that video, and I see that shit as a kid. Back in the day when the internet was early, the R. Kelly video. And it looked like he did it, and she looked young. Let's keep it real. He should go out, bang, whatever. But what about Elvis? Are y'all gonna go hard on Elvis? His wife was 14 years old. And listen, I understand in a way. Hold up, because listen, even in Spanish music, they be that one of the dope, not one of, I can't think about really one, but those, Españoles songs from, Spain and shit, that rancheras or whatever that we like, our parents like, but our parents, through them we like the songs, whatever. And there's some songs that when you're an adult, you be like, yo, hold up, how that shit went again? Cause they be like, yo te hice mujer, and whatever, like, a los 15 años, you're like, whoa, like, what the fuck? You have lyrics like, like I took your virginity, you was a young flower, like little shit, like they tell you little hints like that. It's poetry, but shit, you be like, what the? But that's what it was back in the days, especially back in the days now. Centuries before that, it was really about that. Like, that's why I guess you have the white gown or wedding or whatever, because you're pure, you're not, you're like a virgin, DK. Now, nigga, all these fucking heifers rocking that white fucking shit, and they had a bunch of Siemens first up in their pussy. I know y'all not gonna get that Siemens first, but I think that's like a furniture company, some shit like that. I'll put up the commercial on like maybe one of the episodes. Siemens first. But yeah, nigga, that Siemens. Then you want to put that white gown? Like, no, nigga, rock that. It's gotta be red or black. Shit. But that all comes from tradition. It's funny how the girls don't want to act in tradition, but they wanted the tradition at the same time. Yeah, you can tell like I fucked up there. Right there, I would be like, you're fired. We rewind that shit back and let me go again. Well, I'm not gonna do that. But you know what I'm saying? They want that tradition, but without being in the tradition. Like, you want to be a little bit too independent. You're gonna be in the auntie crew. I'm saying that for women. We done seen a lot of aunties be on that, fuck that, that's why I'll never have a man. And people be like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Or all the other women and shit. Real men, they just laugh, they chuckle, because they're like, we know what you're trying to say. You can't get one, you know what I'm saying? Or are you that problematic? Do you have fucking STDs or some shit? If we're gonna come out all the way and be like, yo, you're COVID, you have COVID or no, whatever, then guess what, motherfuckers? I guess when we meet women, the pure bloods, the pure bloods, the ones that just have natural immunity. Dike, by the way, the semen, Siemens first, the semen of pure bloods, people that just didn't took the vaccine, their sperm donation, those sperm banks, is extra money. Dike. That's weird though, right? Imagine you putting your sperm and shit and you get like fucking 20K. but you're gonna have kids all over the world, which in a way, the thing is that you don't know where they at. That's whack. That's the whack shit. But in like, damn, yo, the life of a conqueror, I guess. Nah, I don't want to say that. But on some Genghis Khan shit, in a way, I'm like, damn, yo, what a better way to cement your legacy and have a lot of kids. You know what I'm saying? But it's like they make it hard for us, yo. Back in the days in the fucking farm, you can have like 12 and shit. But now, nigga, you have one, you're like, Pampers. You know what I'm saying? Like, god dang. And I ain't gonna front. I love my Mexican brothers, but damn, I ain't gonna front. I be kind of giving them the side eye when I see women with like 8 kids and shit. I'm like, man, you know, that shit's expensive. But you know, I guess like people just are comfortable just being here, and eventually their kid will go to college. But it's like, damn, you need to stop with those fucking candies because y'all be Mexicans be eating a lot of candy. You see a lot of them around here. They be round in the Heights, shit. They be in the Bronx also, shit. Overweight as hell. It's fucking Disney World when they come here, yo. But that's the thing. That's why, like, I don't blame Mexicans for coming here. I don't blame them, nigga. But that's because the country, and I know they patriotic as fuck with Mexico. But the thing is, let's be honest. Their country is so corrupt. They would love to stay over there. Fuck America, you feel me? But they so corrupt. And the shit leaked out that their president was, you know, with cartels and shit. The previous president. So imagínate. Of course they're gonna come here. Especially when like it benefits politicians. Oh, we're fucked. Cause they could be like, yo, we just by us telling them they can just stay here, they're gonna vote Democrat, no matter what. And that's how they get people. That's why everything leads to something. You gotta follow the root. Don't just cut the leaf when you know it's gonna grow back. Then you get the distraction of the Great White Hope or the Ashley Babbitt or whatever the hell. I keep saying Ashley Babbitt. It's not her, right? The Gabby Pettit or whatever the hell that is. Dog the Bounty Hunter get close. Watch that shit end up deep. They released the video. Oh, now we can release the video of because she said that he hit her and he just mushed her face. Nigga, if you think that's hitting, nigga, then don't go to the Bronx. You see that shit everywhere, and you trying to get your order in fucking Wendy's and shit. You see somebody mush her, and you like, yo, hold up, this nigga wild. I ain't gonna be here, nigga, like Superman. Nigga, hey, put your hand down, sir. Don't hit the lady. Like, fuck out of here. So then she could be like, fuck that nigga, fuck that nigga. He tried to defend this shit. Never, I will never. I can't say that because depending on what it is, you can't just see a dude just fucking stomp the rock stomp on a fucking girl, you know, pulverizing her in front of you. Like, shit that we gotta see, you know, when you're like in a lot of public places. By the way, you could tell Stephen A, they railroading him now. He got rid of Max. Max embarrassed him. T.O. embarrassed him. Terrell Owens. When they were in the show, like, yo, nigga, why Max is blacker than you? You could tell Stephen A was like, all right, I'm gonna fire this nigga. But nigga, you forgot he with the Bagel Boys, the landlords, the small caps. You can't fuck with that group. You're not allowed to speak about them, let alone fire them, nigga. So guess what, nigga? Your ratings is down, nigga, cause we control that shit. And listen, I don't feel bad no way because Stephen A was going hard on people. Even trying to be like, LeBron, get vaccinated. I'm like, damn, nigga, look how you go. You barking for that white man? So, hey, everything comes to light. Now he got to get his turn. That's why I feel like it's like the pendulum is swinging. The pendulum did not swing for fucking Britney Spears, though. You said that fucking shit. She got out of the conservatory. I guess some shit that her parents trying to hold her down and hide her away or some bullshit and mistreat her. I don't know. But she gets out because she's free and now she want to put out naked photos. I'm like, really, bitch? Con toda vaina you gonna do and you gonna do that? If I was the judge, I'm like, bitch, go back. You got kids, dumbass. Like, yo, these people don't know how to handle. And I talk about this with my cousin. The sword of the internet, like the power of the sword. You gotta handle that sword. It can't be too heavy on you now. We're gonna regret, like I'm saying, bro. You're gonna regret that shit when you get older. Like, yo, I put myself naked out there. Like, you're Britney Spears, you dumbass. Like, you see, And even Amanda Bynes, you see Amanda Bynes, she got a heart tattoo on her cheek, looking like she killed somebody, but like out of like necessity, I guess. Instead of a teardrop, she got a heart. I'm like, yo, you got a tat in her face, and it's mad corny. You could tell she did that shit on some random shit, like drunk shit. This is Amanda Bynes. Like, damn, you would have never thought. That's what white people are scared now. Is reaching their kids. It used to be all black people. All black people. All the only blacks and Hispanics. I leave them over there. But no, now it's reaching white people. Shit, all that shit. They gotta speak up, and I guess that's what brings us together. But look what's going on, nigga. What's going on right now in the whole world is what the people in the Bronx felt in the 80s when they were just burning the Bronx. Nah, I'm exaggerating. You know what I'm saying, but shit. Stephen A. went on Hot 97 and said, "Yeah, I fired him because, nigga, the landlords was like, yo, are you serious, nigga? We're gonna, who's behind the ratings and the TVs? Who owns it? Oh yeah, that's my pal. Same religion. Yeah. Turn his rating down. Yeah, like a volume, nigga. It's put that trumpet down. That's it." Fucking Britney Spears. Thank God my parents didn't have fucking social media. You imagine that shit? They out there fucking ridiculing themselves when they're young, making dumbass mistakes, posting every party and shit that we not supposed to see. At least I can go out with that. That's why you gotta find a good girl, yo. Shit, all these girls wanna act like they're a good girl, and just because you post about how good you are, they ain't gonna convince a nigga. Some of us, we know your history. How the fuck you gonna convince us? What's your pitch, Bet David? Come with that pitch. Pitch to me why you should be the chosen few. Yeah. I'm just talking shit. You can tell I just gotta end this shit right now. Let me see if I ain't hit certain shit. I spoke about the way the software update. Giannis. Oh, Shaq on Kyrie Irving. Oh, yo, that was sad. It be your own. Like I know, but nigga, fucking sport ain't bigger than health. Shaq goes, oh, Kyrie Irving with me, he'll be out of the team. I'm like, damn, nigga. Why? Because he ain't following the rules like everybody else, like your boy LeBron. LeBron, you could tell, I don't know, LeBron a little smart. The way he worded it was like lawyer talk. It was a decision me and my family had to do, so we did it. So we got it done. And he did not say at all, I got the software update. LeBron knows more than that. His girl was like, motherfucker, I ain't getting that shit. Cause I ain't gonna front. It is the internet, because you look it up and you see shit ya te panique. I understand, but it's so sloppy what they doing. That's on them niggas. Y pendejamente that shit spikes up your heart and whatever you have. Look at not Don Lemon. What's his motherfucker's name? That dude from fucking not Don Lemon, but he's a black dude that he's very liberal. Mark Lamont Hill. He get like a little heart attack, but he said he could come get tendon in his. I don't know. He made his game. But at this point, we all looking at it, because at the same time, if anybody that dies, we gonna be like, oh, COVID. Then anybody that has some weird shit, we're gonna be like, hey, what was that? You know what I'm saying? That's how they got us now. Can you believe that shit? Not me. But as an example, I still be thinking like, yo, maybe when Johnny Ventura died, it was because he took that. But who knows, right? Who knows? Who knows? But it's sad that that's where we at now. That's why this shit is so huge. What's going on? And it's weird, like talking about it almost every week. That's how I started my episodes though, on my, you know what I'm saying, on the IG. I feel like I didn't want to say the IG, right? Diesel TV. Diesel at Instagram, Diesel. There's another dude, by the way, with the Diesel handle. No underscores, no nothing. Perfect. But he makes music, and I ain't gonna front, his music has like millions of views and shit. Hey, at least he got the last name, man. I had to think about it like that, but ain't no way he gonna give me that name, that handle. Fuck, man. Gotta step it up, yo. That motherfucker better listen to my fucking podcast religiously, nigga. God damn. At the same time, I want it to be hard to be looked up on the internet, because you never know who the fuck Be like, oh, hey, oh my God, I didn't know you were like this. Yeah, nigga, because I ain't gonna be like this in certain places. Priority is for the people who want to think outside the box. It's fun to say, oh, think outside the box. But when it comes to thinking outside the box, when it comes to politics and geopolitics and, you know, and fucking socialism and shit like that, oh, no. Think like group think. Think like sheeps. Everybody loves Tupac. And it's crazy, right? Because Tupac was like such a like creative that he was like, damn, you know, if I keep making these songs about positive shit, or maybe like the labels don't want to hear that shit because everybody else is convincing, you know, the listeners to just love gangster hip hop, so I'm gonna do gangster hip hop. And now they want to say, oh, you know, Trump, you can get Trump. Tupac wasn't really about that life. No, nigga, probably not. But look at the people now. Y'all giving everybody passes. Y'all ain't gonna give it to Tupac now? Coño, te es un apretado. Shit, nigga, goddamn. Just think about music as a movie. When you see Tony Montana, you don't go to Tony Montana, yo, my nigga, why you kill Manolo, nigga? You knock him out. Like, what the fuck, nigga? No. It's art. But that's at the same time, these same artists be like, no, nigga, I really did that shit. They cornballs. But listen, if y'all giving pass, but y'all don't want to give pass to everybody, no, fuck that. We need to change that. And let's just make art. You never see the fucking country singers beefing with each other. You can, Toby Keith just killed McGrath on the shootout because, you know, he was stepping on his sneakers. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, I bet you white people listen to the story and they're like, what the fuck Tupac did to Biggie? He stepped on his sneakers? He stepped on his Pumas? Did he step on his fucking Air Jordans? Why he had to die? Why he had to kill another artist? And the funny shit that nobody gets caught. Come on now. That's when you know that they're using hip hop and it's corrupted already. That's my long ass fucking rant. And it's DK Pirate Radio, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I had to say all that shit. And the topics that I hit him, yeah. I was gonna talk about one last thing. I was gonna talk about fucking Canelo when he had that fucking press conference fight because the other dude that they were talking smack to each other, and you would expect just a little push off and that's it, but this shit got a little too serious. He started fucking throwing hands, and it's like Canelo cut him. I guess the other dude had glasses, so he went to smack him, and I guess the glasses that the other dude had, it cut his face. But it's like, damn, nigga, if this is the week of the fight and you would have done that shit, the fight would have been probably canceled. You fucking cut the dude. When you step in the next day, you're gonna punch that right, wherever the cheek is at, boom, punch that right there, they're gonna open up again. But you heard because they asked Canelo what happened. He goes, oh, he said he's trying to learn English too. That's the thing. But you could tell you don't know like the terms of English, like the slang, you know. So he goes, no, he called me a motherfucker, and I hate him. I don't fuck my mother. And I was like, nigga, motherfuckers, like. It's like saying, what up, my nigga? Like, god damn, nigga. Don't play basketball then? Don't play basketball in New York. They're gonna call you a motherfucker. You gonna fight everybody? God, I'm like, yo, what the people? And then again, these same Mexican niggas that be saying cabron left and right. And then it's like, you can't really call a Puerto Rican a cabron like that. Now we get it, pero you imagine back in the days when you're like, coño, eso está cabrón, tú eres cabrón. And you be like, in Puerto Rico, like, no, vayame cabrón. They already think about like the women that cheat. And the Venao shit, yo, it's crazy because DR, ¿sabe cuánta gente se murieron? Because there was a song called Venao, which means like you get cheated on or whatever. The deer, because each antler is like I don't know, it's just DR bullshit. And there was a song, and the couples were killing each other because they would play that song, like saying that you getting cheated on. All these, and listen, by the way, you can tell DR don't stop. I be following one of their fucking IGs, and you see some dude killed a woman, problems of feelings, and in Spanish it said problema de sentimentales. So that's letting you know like it was because like some women and man shit, maybe like she cheated on him, he cheated on her, yada yada, and you know she cheated on him and he killed the type of shit. They don't even just throw it like they do here, like, oh, one guy killed some girl, like, you know, like the dude that right now is running around. By the way, how the fuck they haven't found him yet? You can tell it's like part of the show or opera. I don't know. I think you put bounty hunter, and then the bounty hunter, people saying, yo, can you believe that bounty hunter might find them before the FBI or whatever? And that's true. That's when you know we're most likely living in a simulation. Either that, and no, and if it's a simulation, that means there's a creator. So if there's a creator, then you know what that means. That the God that they always fucking frown upon, and they always dissing on the top medias of influence, whether it's the movies, the music, and TV or whatever, you know, like whatever they're trying to downgrade God, maybe it's because of that. You never know. Once you watch the movie The Truman Show, I remember hearing that name. I was like, back in the days when it came out, what the fuck? But when you're an adult, I'm like, what the fuck is this movie about? And they tell you what the movie about. I'm like, all right, let me see it. And it's fucking beast. That was like the first Black Mirror. You know, and they talk about the dome and all that shit. And it's funny because, listen, I'm open to everything. So when people talk about flat Earth, you know, they make Kyrie Irving shut up real fast. But me, listen, you know how my stance is. Why they haven't put a fucking cheap ass 4K camera, a place that they can go really fast and cheaper than Mars, which is the moon. Put the camera there, leave it on live, put a battery pack there that has long or whatever, solar panels, all that shit, and put it reverse so we can see a live feed of how, you know, from the moon, the feed here. Just like how I'm watching the one here from, you can see every city with the live camera. Put one like that. Why are they so scared? Why they don't want to go back to the moon? Because they want to go back. Trump wanted to go back, and that's when this nigga didn't even got reelected. I'm like, oh, this shit, all this for bullshit. What happened to Space Force? You know what I'm saying? Shit like that I be thinking about. If this ain't like podcast friendly, then I must be breaking molds because, yo, I just go from topics to different topics. I just gotta keep up. Fuck it. It's like the bonus stage in Sonic. Hopefully the background music at least entertains, because at the same time when I do my podcast, I definitely want to have music in the background. Just free music that we can upload, because you already know, you put fucking music background, I guess that's copywritten. Everything has a copyright. But mind you, every idea shares off another idea. So they try to explain that shit in the court, they will be like, fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? But everybody copies, and that's a good thing. That's another problem with America. We too greedy. And obviously I brought that up before, but especially when you like trying to do samples, like you gotta get permission. No, nigga, I could use the sample. If you sell me your CD back in the days in the 60s, you sell me your vinyl or whatever. What am I purchasing? I'm just purchasing it to hear. Okay, whatever. But fuck that shit. You know, if I'm purchasing something, I can fucking sample it. But I understand that the person gotta get paid, but not on some shit I gotta ask permission. Bitch, if I take that shit, I'll make it. And that's what people doing now, I heard. They just take it, and whatever. You find out that I took your shit, then yeah, I'll pay you. They don't make money out of it because, you know, the copyright is a good sample. It sounds dope, but, you know, it belongs to somebody who really dedicated their time and played the cymbals and all that shit by themselves. The piano, I understand. But don't tell me I can't use it. I'll use it, and then it goes to you, part of it. And matter of fact, I want a little bit to go back to me, because a person like Kanye made a lot of people's fucking record sales go up. And now with streams, hell yeah. There's a lot of people that fucking hear Kanye sample, like, oh wait, Kanye sample this, let me hear the original song. And they love it. And they buy it. And they go pay, see, that's some shit that they gotta bring up in the court. You know what I'm saying? Anyways, I'm finishing this champagne already, fuck it. How same old thing like every other week. Like every week I've actually if I don't hit this topic, I'll use it next week, and next week I'm not going to even use it at all, because the topics that I have for next week, I probably won't even hit them at all. What's the name of the podcast that I said already? I think I forgot. That should be the name. Who knows? I'll think about it though. Anyways, for now it's still Pirate Radio. And I already told you about the history of Pirate Radio, right? But you know, it was more like this rebellious radio stations. They would be set up in the ocean, in the boat, radio feed illegally. That's why I've named it Pirate Radio, because I feel like what I'm saying is like almost damn near illegal now. Day by day it's getting like that, to the point that I could fucking lose my job of anything. You know what I'm saying? If they catch me talking like this, that's scary, but that's reality. We only see that shit in the movies. Go read the book 19. You don't even have to read anymore. Just go to YouTube and type in 1984 audiobook. That's it. That's why in a way it gets me a little bit sad, because it's information that is actually out there. What the hell are we doing with our phones? Right? Anyways, episode 19, Pirate Radio. Peace. America, wake up.